What am I going to talk about today? Today I am going to talk to you all about several careers that you can pursue in virtual reality and augmented reality. So let's get into it. Virtual reality is a trending topic, and I'm sure it's something that you've all heard of before. And it's no wonder. Virtual reality has been around, according to some sources, ever since the 1950s. But up until recently, it has really been getting a big push by a lot of companies. We have more and more game studios creating virtual reality based games. Also, we have companies who are investing in virtual reality for things such as education and rehabilitation. You also have fun things, like what they are calling immersive social experiences. And these things are just kind of like putting on a VR headset and you go in and you can shoot zombies in a house, or you can do a Call of Duty Halo type of experience with you and some of your family members or friends. And lastly, everybody that is living in 2022 with some type of technical device connected to the internet has heard of this, and it is the metaverse. In the intro, I was really focused on virtual reality, but I am going to go over careers that basically align with virtual reality and augmented reality. But before I do that, I want to give a quick overview of what each of those are. Virtual reality is a fully immersive, simulated digital environment accessed by specialized headsets. AR is an interactive digital enhancement to the real world through the use of technology like AR headsets or cell phones. AR and VR both fall under what is called extended reality. And extended reality is any type of technology that alters reality by adding digital elements or environments to it. Now, the biggest thing to know about the differences between AR and VR is that VR is a completely immersive experience. So you are in this digital environment, and it does have some limitations here as far as your movement. Whereas AR as a digital layer, so to speak, over what's in the real world. So if you think about things like Pokemon Go, it's a great example of AR. You can switch it on, the AR on, or you can just have the digital environment. I think it's actually a perfect example for both of them. So if you have I should have it up on my phone, but if you have the Pokemon Go up the digital environment like a traditional game, you can't see the real world around you, you just see the digital world. So that can be an example of virtual reality, where if you turn the AR feature on in Pokemon Go, you can see the Pokemon in your actual environment. Depending on how you move your phone, the Pokemon will appear, disappear, be larger or smaller or whatever. So that's a perfect example to help you visualize the difference between the two and the limitations. So if you're looking down playing Pokemon Go, you heard about all the accidents and people falling down and tripping and getting hurt and walking into the roads because they're immersed into this digital environment or this VR type of environment. Whereas if they had the AR feature on, they would be less prone because they can see that there's a curb there, or a pothole in the road or something like that. But that's the biggest difference between the two. I just wanted to tell you all that before we get into the different types of careers that you could consider going into in both AR and VR. There are 4 different careers that I want to talk to you all about today that you can pursue in the bigger realm of AR and VR. One of those is a AR VR software engineer. Another is an AR or VR hardware engineer. You also have a 3D artist, and then you also have your user interface and user experience designer or developer. AR or VR software engineer. If you pursue a career in AR or VR software engineering, your primary job functions will include developing AR or VR applications, testing and debugging software, documenting changes to software, bugs, resolutions, processes, and more. You also will have to identify process improvements and more. You'll need to manage workflow and work with cross-functional teams to help develop this software. Some of the skills that you will need include Swift, C#, C++, Objective-C, JavaScript, React, problem solving, critical thinking, analytical skills, and communication. You can get these skills by attending college, going to a coding boot camp, using online learning platforms like LinkedIn Learning, Coursera, Pluralsight, or edX. The salary for an AR or VR software engineer ranges from $62,000 to $88,000, with the median salary being $74,000. If you're looking for a job, check out companies like Facebook, Microsoft, Apple, Google, Immersive Touch, and HTC Vive, AR or VR hardware engineer. If you end up in this role, you'll find yourself designing and developing computer systems and components. A typical workflow for designing and developing these systems looks like discovering, planning, designing, developing, testing, delivering, and supporting the hardware. You will work with other teams to design and develop the hardware, primarily the software engineers, and you'll also provide technical support. The skills that you will need for a career as an AR or VR hardware engineer are knowledge of printed circuit boards, analog and digital circuitry, CAD, circuit design, circuit board schematics, serial peripheral interface communication protocols, problem solving, critical thinking, and analytical and communication skills. You can obtain these skills by going to college. Unfortunately, with this particular career field, that's pretty much the only way that you can get the skills that you need for this, because it is very specialized. The salary range is from $63,000 to $84,000, with the median salary being $74,000. Check out companies like Facebook, Microsoft, Apple, Google, Immersive Touch, and HTC Vive for potential career opportunities as an AR or VR hardware engineer. 3D artist. Your primary job responsibilities as a 3D artist include creating 3D models, environments, and assets. You'll also develop animations and visual effects. You'll be meeting with clients, designers, and directors to discuss project details. You'll need to collaborate with animators and other artists to develop the 3D models. Also, you'll need to familiarize yourself with creating storyboard scenes for the different types of animations and environments. And lastly, you'll need to troubleshoot animation-related issues and implement any type of feedback that you receive from other invested parties. Some of the primary skills that you would need as a 3D artist are experience with a game engine. So for example, Unreal or Unity, some of the more popular ones out there. You'll also need experience with Cinema 3D, Blender, Fusion 360, SketchUp, Adobe Creative Cloud or Adobe CC, character design, texture mapping, a lot of creativity, and great communication skills. You can obtain these skills by going to college, using online learning platforms like LinkedIn Learn, Coursera, Udemy, and edX. The salary range for a 3D artist is from $79,000 to $144,000, with a median salary being $110,000. Companies like Facebook, Microsoft, Apple, Google, Immersive Touch, and HTC Vive are all great places to start looking for career opportunities as a 3D artist in AR and VR. User interface, user experience designer. User interface and user experience designers design the user interface and intuitive user experience designs for applications, websites, and other interactive media that enables users to use products efficiently and effectively. They also work with internal and external clients to understand business goals and objectives. They develop standards of practice, develop prototypes, ensure that the designs meet company guidelines and standards. They also test and improve usability of products. The skills that you will need for this career are HTML5, CSS3, Bootstrap, Figma, creativity, problem solving, critical thinking, analytical skills, and good communication skills. You can attain these skills by going to college and getting a degree in UI or UX development, completing certification and certificate programs, attending boot camps, or using online learning platforms like LinkedIn Learn, Coursera, Udemy, and edX. The salary range for a user interface or user experience designer ranges from $55,000 to $81,000, with the median salary being $66,000. Looking for a job? Companies like Facebook, Microsoft, Apple, Google, Immersive Touch, and HTC Vive are top companies that are looking for UI and UX designers for their AR and virtual reality efforts. Not good with goodbyes, so I don't really know what to say at the end of these videos. Hey, but for real though, make sure that you all follow me on social media, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, all of that. Check out my website, it's all there. Again, make sure that you turn on the notifications and share. Sharing is caring. I care about you all. I love you all. Hopefully you found this information useful, helpful. If not, maybe you know somebody that you can share it with that will find the information useful. But until next time, like I said, I'm bad at goodbyes. But until next time, I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.